Hello everybody, I'm back here with part 3 for our guide to Dark Souls. In this part we are going down into the depths and we are going to be fighting the Gaping Dragon. Along with, first off, I'm going to show you where the guys you need to save and how to take on these butchers. There are 2 butchers in this area. One down there, chopping up his meat with a guard dog next to him, and there's one on the rafters up ahead on top of where you are, who will see you very shortly. But first off, after you defeat all those enemies in that area, you want to come down this area and rescue this guy. He's the pyromancer guy who teaches you pyromancies and everything, so you definitely want to have him rescued and down at Firelink Shrine. Just talk to him a couple times, make sure he is indeed, in fact, rescued, and then after you talk to him, you could randomly break some barrels like I do for no apparent reason, but I'm just, tapping random buttons, I guess. But he is up there somewhere. I'm not looking at him right now, sorry, I was just looking up there, see, for no reason. I was just showing you a general area where he is, but he drops down behind you. As you see now, he's coming behind me, and I like to fight him in this area right here. Use these pillars to my advantage, keep something between me and him, so when he slams down or swings, I have something in between. And when he does that heavy attack, swinging it down with both hands, that's when I move in for a nice attack and try to sneak behind him for a backstab sometimes. And also when he swings heavily with his meat cleaver down on the ground, it's also when I do move in for an attack. When he's swinging just lightly side to side with either his offhand weapon right there in his left hand or his meat cleaver, he could easily do a second swing without your knowledge. You think you're clear to go and attack, and he can hit you, knock you down. He can be right on you doing some major damage to you. So be careful, keep shield up, and just wait for the heavy attacks to move in. Try to get behind him. As you see, he's done 2 of those two-handed slams. That's his one-handed slam right there, so that's what to look for. Alright, so now we're going to move ahead to the boss fight. I'm in human form, which I highly suggest, so you can summon these 2 guys to make the boss fight go a little bit faster, maybe a little bit easier. Not too tough of a boss fight as it is, but it is a long boss fight I have found. These guys serve really no purpose other than to hold aggro of the boss and just be bait for them and give you a chance to go in unnoticed and swing at his tail. They really don't do anything for me. Some of you may have them be very successful, but my friend, for instance, they took like 50% of his health away before they died, so it's different for everybody. For me, they never do anything. On my other 2 times I faced this boss on different playthroughs, they both did nothing. They died pretty much really fast, but they're just good to keep his attention like that. So what you want to do in this boss fight, you want to focus on the tail first. Don't target him, just go in, swing at his tail, because you want to cut that tail off. That tail, you cut it off, it turns into an item. Just like a lot of bosses in this game, you cut off a lot of enemies and bosses, you cut off their tails. If they have tails, you're going to get an item. So you always want to go for tails on enemies you see that you think you can have an opportunity of cutting off their tail. So right here, I'm just staying my distance because he's doing that tail whip. He hit me once, so I know I'm going to stay away. Let him do that whip. Let him hit them. I don't really care what they're doing right now because I know they won't last this whole fight. So pretty much the tactics are, when he's up in the air like that, move away. Don't let him come slamming down on top of you. When you hear him roar, he's gonna, and he reels his head back even a little bit more, he's gonna slam that towards the ground. Just, right there, he's eating one of our guys. But this is a perfect opportunity to go and attack the tail while he's in the middle of attacking them. I was a little slow there, but you see he takes off. I see him take off, so just run away and make sure he can't slam down on top of you. He's in that little jumping routine right now, but no big deal. One of my NPCs I've summoned is about to die here. As you see, he does a screech there. He kind of separates his rib cage or whatever he's got there and goes down for the slam. He stays down for a little bit. He'll do a scurry off, just chase after and keep on beating on that tail, and eventually you will get it to come off. I guarantee it, and you will get the item. I believe it's an axe of some sorts you do get from his tail. When he lifts his head back up, just stop your attacking and back off a little bit. See, he's in search mode, he's in aggressive mode right now, he's coming at me. So I'm going to back off, let my other NPC guy I've summoned in take the brunt of the damage here, distract him for me. But he leads them right towards me here, which kind of sucks, but he's swiping at him there. That's all you're going to look for. If you're in front of him, he can swipe at you with his foot, so be very, very careful with him. You want to stay behind him, get that tail off, because once you get his tail off, he cannot tail whip anymore. He has no tail. So it's all easy goings from there, I should say. As you see, now it's just me in the fight, and this is where it gets pretty simple to fight. You want him to do that slam attack and scurry off in a direction. So when he scurries off, just go after his tail, keep slicing and dicing. Eventually you'll get it off. I got it off around 50% health, so not too much health has to go away to get it off. As long as you're hitting a little ways down his tail and not too far up it, you'll be fine. As you see that's the attack you're looking for. That slam down, then he's gonna scurry to where you were. So that's why you want to keep your distance, so he doesn't get immediately back up. He scurries to where you were when he slammed, and then that gives you clear opening to get a nice few hits on his tail. And that's the strategy I use for this whole fight. Let him slam, and then when he's running, I run after him and then get to his tail and start beating on it, and eventually you're gonna get to fall off. So I'm gonna skip ahead here a little bit now. Later on the boss fight, he's about 50% health. I'm still doing that strategy, and this time I am gonna get his tail off here on my second landed swing. I missed one of them, but see, I let him run. I run after him, and I'm going right to his tail, and his tail is gonna come off right here on the second hit. I missed that one, and there it goes. Tail is off, and as you see, I'm running away because he's about to turn around. So there's the item. I'm not gonna pick it up right away because I don't want him to slam down, me be right there and be able to hit me. Sorry, I can't talk right now. So I'm gonna pick it up. There it is, a great axe. Let him still do his thing, and now don't have to worry about any tail whips or anything. You just run after him and start beating him on close in right there. You can even target him so you don't miss any of your swings, but that's how the rest of the fight's gonna go pretty much. It will be a long fight. It doesn't take much damage with this Drake, so if you're using a better weapon, if you've upgraded some weapons, then albeit you should be using that. So go for it, do some more damage with me. I'm still strolling around here. He's almost there, as you see. He's 2 sequences away from me finishing him. I could have finished him in one more hit sequence, but I was playing a little cautious. I didn't want to do anything that would make him super angry and turn around and do some crazy move and just kill me instantly. I didn't want to risk anything, so I do a few swings here. I could have kept swinging. I could have finished him off in a few more hits because he wasn't coming after me right away, but I didn't want to take any risks. Again, you know, in a game like this on bosses, I don't take too much risks like that. I don't want him to have to turn around and smack me and end up killing me in one shot. So I know that I could just keep doing my routine and he will be fine and I will survive. So also, one more thing to note, he does at one point puke up some stuff at you. I've never been hit by it, so I don't know what kind of status effects or damage it does. Just know that just run away from it. Run towards the back of him and you will be fine. He will not hit you with it. And there you go. We defeat him. We get the key to Blighttown, and now we are on our way to continue with the game. Thanks for watching, guys. Hope this helps. A nice 25,000 souls in the bank to help level up, and I'll see you guys in the next video.